Hi everyone. Today I am going to be talking about the numbers 1, 3, 7, and 21 and what it means to you as a rockhound. Now these numbers here are more gold miners will use these numbers, and what it is, it's referring the miles it is away from a volcanic event. And here I have a map of the Triangulating area, and I have pins here, and these pins were from different field trips I've had over the last couple years, so I put pins there. And when I was in there, I noticed that there was sea maggots on some of these, and I wanted to figure out if I could probably figure out where the probable volcanic event happened. So I'm going to zoom in on this right here, and let me bring this on over. And as you can see right here, I put probable volcanic event, and here there's sea maggot, here there's agate and quartz veins over here, and then way out here I have another field trip I did, which was the black and red agates, and over here I have sea maggots up on this ridge. I had climbed up there several years ago and I found sea maggot right up in that area right there. But down here, see, I have this wonderstone collecting area, and that's rhyolite. And when you have rhyolite, it tells you that there was a volcanic event, somewhere that happened, but in all of this area there's no evidence of any volcanoes. But there is evidence that there was an event. So I figured, since I had found the sea maggots here, and at the top of the hill I have these green sea maggots, and I think all of this right in here is all one event. All these are connected, I do believe. And then over here, see, in here you kind of get a barren area. There's like geodes and nodule agates in here, but when you get back over here, you get back into sea maggots and quartz veins again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the ruler down in here. Let's see, is that it? Nope. It's up here someplace. Oh, here it is over here. And I'll move this down over here into this corner. And I got it out to miles. So right here, well, I'm going to just go from here. And we're going to go right out to here. And it's just under, it's almost 0.8 tenths of a mile right to there. And when you get to the top up here, it's 1 1/4. Is that what it is? Or, oh no, almost 1.5 miles to the top. But in between here, especially right in here, there just seems to be a lot of veins in here. And that there's at 1 mile. But now when we get over here, where this other's at, it's just a little over 1 mile also. So between these two areas I kind of triangulated, and that's why I got probable volcanic event. You'd never know in there unless you were able to get under all the debris. There's a lot of overburden there, and probably a lot of it comes from the Columbia basalts. So if something happened in here, you just wouldn't know. Now, and this is at the 1 mile mark, so that kind of works in. Now out here where we have the black and red agate up here, I'll just bring this line right out to here, and it's at 3.07 miles. That falls right in line. And now you see the gold mines up there. That's the Liberty area, and that's what these gold miners, originally used the 1, 3, 7, 21 for. was for gold. And if we bring it over in there, and it's just right there at 3 miles. And if you go over here, just arc it all the way across into here, bring it right down, and it's right at about 3 miles where I got into that other sea maggot over here. And where I have the probable volcanic event, you know, that could be moved. I mean, that's where I put it. If there was one there, it, you know, is within that area someplace. And I'm not a geologist or anything, so if there was an actual volcanic event there, I have no idea. I'm just going on what I know about the 1, 3, 7, and 21, and it just seems to fit. It just seems to work. And now if I was looking for any other sea maggot areas there, I would arc it out into here, and I'd probably still follow along that line, but once you get out into here, you're into private property and a lot of glacial. Now back up in here, it kind of drops into the road, and back in here though I'd be looking, and anywhere in between here and there I'd be looking. And I've traveled some of this out in here, and there's a lot of nodules. I don't know if I saw much sea maggot, but I wasn't really looking either. So now let's just bring this on out, and let's take a look at the 7 mile mark. Whoops, out, not in. Okay, now we have the green pitcher rock up here, and that there was some blue-green pitcher jasper out there, but it was in big veins. And let's just bring this red on out there, and right in there we're just around 7 miles thereabouts. Yeah, and as the farther you get out, probably less accurate you know, that number could be, especially if you don't know exactly where your starting point is. But like the last time though, if I was looking for more area to hunt, I would be coming down right into this arc, and I'd be looking all the way down till I got to the Tianaway River. Yeah, I think that's the Tianaway right there. And I'd be looking anywhere from there and all the way back across, as long as I was staying within the Tianaway Formation, which about right in there I think is the end there. I think then you start getting into the Columbia basalts. But there was only one place that I could think of where you could stay in the Tianaway basalts and reach the 21 mark. And we'll bring that out, and it's out here by Cleellum. And out in here, they did gold mining out here. There's hard rock mining, a lot of placer out here. And right where I got this mark, it's about 21.5 miles. And so if I have the probable volcanic event accurate, this seems to work. And so anytime I find, let me get rid of this now, let's clear it out. So anytime I find you know, an area that has sea maggot, I always keep that in mind. That, okay, I have sea maggots here, but if I don't know, if I can't figure out a place where the volcanic event happened, then it's hard to say whether or not you're at the 1 mile, the 3 mile, the 7 mile, or the 21 mile. But in this case, since I had this rhyolite so close in here, I figured I was probably at the 1 mile mark. And I just had to triangulate, find a couple places, and then triangulate back down here and then see if it worked with everything else, and it did. But this was gold miners. I was told this when I was young. You know, always keep those numbers in mind. And I thought about it and I go, well, gold miners, they're just looking for veining, and as rockhounders, we're looking for the same thing. And if there's some gold in there, heck, that's just added bonus. But I figured I would talk to you about this because it's just one of the many ways that I figure out places to go. And I don't know how many people, I know gold miners know about this, but I don't know about rockhounds, even if they would connect the dots. You know, that gold mining and rock hounding kind of go hand in hand when you're looking for, because they got to look for certain rock in order to find gold, and we're just looking for certain rock that just happens to be, you know, in the same area that there is gold. But now, just because I have these marked as sea maggots, I mean, this whole, like you see right here, this is waterline Ellensburg agate. I have it marked over here. These are nodules coming out of basalt. You know, it's not sea maggot. In this whole area out in here is nothing but nodules and geodes. There's a lot of geodes out in this area right here. Well, there's even a lot of geodes all over through here, but it seems to be quite a few out in here. And a lot of nodule agates. And the same thing when you get up here, you know, out in here. I mean, everybody knows about red top up there. There's lots of nodule agates. There's a cliff in here that's nothing but geodes. And a lot of nodules, but right in here, there are big seams of jasper out in here. And so, hopefully this helps you if you start finding sea maggot. Kind of look around, see if there's a volcanic event that's happened, and then once you find it, you know, you just mark there, and then bring out and do your numbers and arc it around and see what's in there. If there's any places that you can go look, I would go look, because who knows what you'll find. Just because nobody else has mentioned it does not mean it's not there. Well, I hope this helps you. Thank you for watching, and happy rock hounding.